Hey my Nerdmazing peeps, have I got a treat for you? Because I just scored the Spider Gremlin collectible from NECA. So let's go ahead and unbox this collectible and check out the articulation. And don't worry, I'll make sure the Spider Gremlin behaves, or else. Well, I am super excited to open up the Spider Gremlin. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna flip it over to the back so you can see it's got a little bit of tape right here. Pre-cut that already to open it up easily. So I'll go ahead and do that. Open it up to there. And pull out its clamshell that is form-fitted to the action figure. You got a stand here. Looks like some legs up there, some instructions, his accessory. And there are some straps right here. I guess the torso, spider abdomen, if I'm saying that right. Some straps around the legs to secure it, a little bit of tape right here. So, give me 1 second to get this action figure ready to showcase to you. So let's go ahead and check out the articulation of this gruesome Spider Gremlin. So, checking out the main body first, let's start with its head. And the head spins around quite nicely, as you can see. He's got some jaw articulation. Really nice. Woo, that is a gruesome face. And I think he's kind of on a ball joint right here. So he can kind of tilt around, move about, really free-formed. And he can kind of bend down some and then tilt upwards. Let me just show you that one more time. Bend down and tilt upwards. Really nice. All right, as for his shoulders, a slight T, not much. They get a little caught up right here. The shoulder armor, or I guess this insect's outer armor, gets caught up right here. So they don't go out too much. But let me turn his head around. The shoulder area actually is a nice 360, as you can tell. Not too bad. Let me go over here so you can see. Right here at the elbow, nice bend, really nice. Just go about in. And then you can also kind of like move them about from side to side, as you can tell. Really nice. Wrist, spin around really nicely, very smooth. And they will point in, but they'll go right back to reset. They don't really go outwards at all. They get caught up right here at the arm. But these are really nice. All right. So let me put his arms up a little bit so we can see this. It's still a little tight on this figure because it's brand new. But let's check out his torso action right here. And the figure can bend down somewhat and go right back to reset. But really nice. Let's see, nothing here. Ooh, right here at his spider end, it's kind of a hollow, but it goes down a little bit as well as up, and it can spin around quite nicely. I like that. Hollow right there. These spikes, nice semi-soft, so you don't like really poke yourself, but there are parts that are kind of sharp and have little spikes all around the body. And obviously you can see he has legs, so they can spin around quite nicely, as you can tell. A lot of free-form areas going up and down somewhat. But there's gonna definitely be some assembly, as you can tell. It's got these little holes right here, and there's obviously 6 legs, which are gonna be for these 3 right here, and these 3 right here. And then you got the 2 front legs right here that are gonna utilize these. And it's obviously a ball joint, but they're kind of hard to put in when you take this figure out by itself. Actually, NECA gives you instructions to utilize warm water to able to insert. So I guess it makes it more malleable so you don't like break the legs. So I'm gonna have to try that out. I might try the hairdryer trick as well to heat up the ends so I can try to insert it. There's the accessory of the vial of like the spider DNA, the genetics that actually made this gremlin into a spider. And then we got the figure stand. So it's got a little hole right here, the stick. So that just goes in like so. And right here at the underside is a hole right there. And that just inserts like so in order to be able to like lift this figure stand. Because I don't think it's going to be able to hold with these legs. So you'll need that stand. So I'm going to go and find out how long it's going to take me to insert all these legs. So this giant-sized Spider Gremlin from NECA, when fully assembled, comes out to be 10 inches tall, 15 inches wide, and 12 inches deep. This Spider Gremlin is truly a beast of an action figure when it comes to size. Now here are some regular 7-inch action figures next to it, just to give you a sense of how massive this thing really is. In fact, This action figure is so big, you can literally use it for a mount for other action figures. How scary is this combination right here? Now let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Spider Gremlin to see some of the wonderful details that NECA accomplished with it. Beyond the incredible size of the Spider Gremlin from NECA that it in itself is impressive, there are a ton of amazing and creepy bug-like details that can easily make this a grail piece to collect. First off, you can see that he has a face only a Spider Gremlin mother could love, with a gruesome jagged mouth and a wicked spiked red head fin going down its backside. This gremlin has a classic head look with the reptilian oversized ears, yellow predator cat eyes, and the wonderful paint job showing shades of green, yellow, blacks, and tan colors. The sculpt and paint job of this upper body is excellent, with the painted skin pattern and the shape of this gremlin that shows off the details of its muscles and bones. Also, it's a sweet transition here at the lower torso to its spider half. Now just look at the backside of the Spider Gremlin from its wicked fin to its spots and all the different greens and yellows painted on the reptilian hide of this gremlin. No wonder why all these collectors are getting this figure with all these levels of detail shown. Here you can see those creepy spider legs ending in some wicked talons. This is one of the coolest and creepiest parts of this figure in my opinion. Plus heck, that's the whole reason why it's a Spider Gremlin. Being a spider, NECA has sculpted a superb abdomen for this figure ending in horrifically sharp spinnerets. Not only with a great paint job to it all, but an excellent texture to it as well. Now NECA did not skimp out on the details when it comes to the underside of this gremlin. Here again you can see a great paint job and textures to its underside. Plus those creepy as heck tendrils coming off of its sternum area are awesome. I love the fact that NECA also gives you that vial of spider DNA extract used to make Mohawk into the Spider Gremlin. Such a nice piece. Now let's go ahead and take a quick look at some of the packaging highlights. Now let's take a quick spin of this box so we can see all the sides real quick. The front image of the Spider Gremlin in front of the webbing really sets the horror mood for this collectible. You do get some nice close-up shots of the figure on the sides. The back side is my favorite, giving us that epic battle scene between Gizmo and Mohawk. Very similar to what was done in Gremlins 2, the new Batch movie. Also, big thanks to everyone involved in making this NECA figure, which you can see who they are on the bottom of this box. Now let me share with you my pros and cons of this figure. The pros, the size. A figure this size is going to stand out in one's collection for sure, as well as being a talking piece with collectors in my opinion. Collectability. Now the Mohawk Spider Gremlin was first released back in 2018, so having a chance to collect such an amazing grail piece during its re-release in the 2023 Target Haulathon is just awesome. Fingers crossed that we can get a re-release of the Batch Gremlin in the future. The attention to details. NECA always does a pretty bang-up job when it comes to their collectible action figures, but they hit it out of the park with this one, with the paint job, the sculpt, and just about everything with this collectible to bring back that movie nostalgia from Gremlins 2. The cons. The size. Now I did say that the size was a pro just now, but it's also a con too. Simply for the fact that you're going to need some dedicated shelf space to display this collectible, so get ready to rearrange your shelves. Leg assembly. The leg assembly can be a bit daunting to anyone who's never used any sort of heating method on a collectible, and it does take several minutes to accomplish. Simply following NECA's heating instructions, you should be able to get those legs in without too many issues. But if you don't want to mess with the hot water method, check out my hair drying method for heating the legs for assembly. This was so nerdmazing and a blast to showcase the Spider Gremlin to you. In fact, I'm really happy to actually have it in my own personal collection. I will leave a link to Target's website in the description below so you can see additional details over the Spider Gremlin movie action figure from NECA during its 2023 Haulathon release. So if you're having some trouble getting these legs into your Spider Gremlin, or you really don't want to mess with the hot water method, check out my video right here showing the hairdryer method. Or if you want to check out more NECA figures, check these out. Well, thanks for joining me here at Nerdmazing, and as always, be passionate in what you do, share your passion with others, and be kind to one another, as this world can always use more goodness in it. This is Adam with Nerdmazing, and I'll see you next time.